Welcome to this channel. The channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So I have been investigating the 1850s Wing Chun, the history of the martial art of China and the contents for more than 40 years. I have traveled to many places. I have read a lot of books, much more than anyone today you can see in the research of the Wing Chun. Today, I like to set a standard for you. If you want to study the 1850s Wing Chun and carry on to develop modern Wing Chun. A standard is needed because Wing Chun cannot be like the post 1875. Everybody create their own stuff. Or the past a few decades where everybody create their own stories, everybody adding things and then call it their ultimate Wing Chun, secret Wing Chun, internal Wing Chun, Tai Chi Wing Chun, whatever. Those are damaging the Chinese culture and damaging Wing Chun. So today I like to share with you the standard, so we all have to follow that to make things clear. Be professional in today's term. One need to have a professional code of conduct if one really want to study the 1850s Wing Chun or teaching the 1850s Wing Chun. Now, the reason why I make this video today early in the morning, because as usual, many Wing Chun friends will complain to me and report to me many things. For example, a few months ago, some friends complained to me, raised the red flag, saying that somebody in Mexico is copying my book and adding something and making his book a series of it. So guess what? I call up my lawyer to see what I should do legally. Okay? Well, many people in this world are dishonest and like to take advantage of other people and careless on Wing Chun. That is for sure. Like the guy who copied my book and behaved that way. That's why I sent the entire case to my lawyer and see what need to be done. Okay? And so yesterday, another friend in Europe sent me this website link showing me somebody and some organizations in Europe is teaching the 6 core element. And he told me, he said, Hendrik, this is unacceptable. What do you think? So I take a screen inside it. Well, it's simple to screen if you're really doing research for this long, investigation for this long, and practicing for this long, for 40-something years on that subject. So like in engineering, like in the building structures and so forth, you just screen at it and you know what it is. And sure enough that this is a mess. This is not the 6 core element I created in the United States of America. This is something else. And in fact, the person who taught it doesn't even know about this thing. So I decided to make this video to share with the world and mark it in the history. I am not supporting those type of organization, their founder or their student. Because those are just screwing things up. For what? Of course, it is for their own beneficial, but it is not, have no concern on what is Wing Chun, what is proper, what is professional. So that's why I make this video today, to set this clear once for all. So those who really want to study, they can have a standard, they know what it is, and they be able to proceed and even further evolve Wing Chun in a proper way, not the type which I saw yesterday. So, six core element. Six core element is my creations in the Silicon Valley, United States of America, based on the 1850s Wing Chun and modern science. The reason for that creations is that if one have no clue on the six core element, one will not be able to handle the 1850s Wing Chun period. So I create the six core element to hope that one be able to understand the basic of what is going on. And then at the end, the six core element turn into one. Then one understand what is the teaching of the 1850s Wing Chun. So that's for educations. Now, no Chinese have it. No Chinese grandmaster have it. No grandmaster in or post 1875 know it or have it. So no one from the 1875 platform Wing Chun until today have the six core element. They don't know what it is. Those ancestor grandmaster in the Red Boat 1850, they have the Kung Fu, but they do not use the six core element because six core elements is designed in the United States of America based on the ancients and modern science. This is year 2020 or the year 2000 when I starting the six core element design. So no one has the right to discarding what I have created for cultural education and for the proper Wing Chuner who really want to study and get result and teaching their students properly. So it is simply not proper to take advantage on my work and to mislead others to make money. So I'm not supporting those type of organizations or people or their member. Everybody free to do their stuff, but I'm not supporting it. And whoever want to run the proper thing, get out from those kind of organizations. So it is like a example. It's like construction company. You know, there are certain construction company which is really good, professional. And you know that there are certain construction company which is cheating on this, like they are using cheap material and so forth. Those organizations is like exactly like those construction organization which is cheating by cutting costs on this material or using fake material and those kind of stuff. No way you can learn anything if you are with those kind of organizations, because their intention is to make money or make their grandmaster or whatever. You want to be going to a school which is really for teaching. So analogy, if you want to have a home, to buy a home, you buy a home from the construction company, which is not cutting corner, which is not cutting costs, which is not using fake material or third-class material. Education is not cheap. Education needs a lot of professional code of conduct, or else there's no education, but snake oil selling. Okay, I want to make this clear. So anybody who want me to help, you see, I help people here for free. Anybody want me for help, get out from that type of organizations, or else I am not going to help. Why should I help somebody who's in those kinds of organization, which is for misleading people? So, as you see in the previous 3 YouTubes I shared, this YouTube, okay, so for previous 3 days, this YouTube, Wing Chun is not talking big Wing Chun YouTube. The reality of Wing Chun body conditioning and the demo of Wing Chun triangle structure. As you see from these 3 YouTube I share, it is all about educations. Now, Wing Chun 1850 is based on Chinese historic evidence and have been mapped and defined and mapped into sports science or today's modern science. So even myself have to get myself verified with science, as I show here. So even me, I cannot say, oh, I'm the grandmaster, I know it all, I know this. No. You look at this from heart rate variability, heart rate, breathing rate, and all those anaerobic, aerobic, VO2 max, and the maximum training, explosive power, speed, endurance, and everything with the 6 core element. This is a 6 core element. I have to take the test and I have to walk my talk on this training, different training, which is now mapped into the modern science, and show you what can I do. If I want to talk about qi, I better be able to drop my heart rate and my breathing rate and raise my heart rate variability. If I want to talk about the aerobic based training, I better be able to not show you what is my training effect, show you my VO2 max. Okay. And then if I want to talk about the explosive power speed endurance training, I better be able to show you how I can hit the maximum of my heart rate and so forth. Well, without this, what is it? So if you know 6 core element, you need to be able to show all of this That's why this is the standard. Okay? Scientific verifications. And also as in this book, clearly it is defined what is strength, what is power, what is neuromuscular, what is the functional training of momentum. So momentum is momentum, strength is strength, power is power. Okay? There is no gray area there. There's no such thing as energy. What is energy? Energy, power, strength, momentum, neuromuscular. One better get it clear, okay? Or else one will not be able to develop it because one don't even know what it is. And also over here, for example, in this video, this is about intra-abdominal pressure, okay? And the intra-abdominal pressure is about this. And it is also about breathing because intra-abdominal pressure and your deep breathing is actually go together. And that's why you have this scientific study on this. Can I do it or not? And as soon as I change from a improper stance, you know, right away. So one need to be able to create this thing or verify one with all this thing with science in order to say, well, I know 6 core element. I know the Wing Chun 1850s basic. That is the standard it has to be. Okay. And of course, like this, you talk about the intra-abdominal pressure. And that link to, as in this book, you say here. The transportations of force or jing is based on breathing. The handling of breathing dependent on the lower abdomen. If the breathing is not at the lower abdomen type, but chest type, the handling of legs and footwork will not be solid. How will this defeat the opponent? Breath is strength, the root of martial artists. Now, from this, we know in today's language, it is about intra-abdominal pressure, and as well, I have already shown you all this breathing stuff. So if one wants to teach on the 6 core element or 1850s Wing Chun, one better have all this verified. One better be able to provide a data. So as what I just shared with you, I share with the entire world. Does Hendrik have that Kung Fu? That is my scientific data. Without the scientific data, how the world I can tell you that what I know? What to verify? If I don't know that, how can I teach anybody? Okay. So any Wing Chuners and martial artists who is from other style who study with me, you can ask them to provide you the their scientific data. Whatever they train and develop with me, they can show you the data. Okay. If you want to talk about Qi, they can give you the N1, the nurture Qi N1 process data as shown in this book. Okay. And yeah, there are some old timer who is in the process to get the scientific data, because this thing you need a lot of tools and a lot of times. If they don't have the data, they will be happy to tell you that you can contact me to verify what they have learned, because everything is open under sun. So if anybody, if you ask them what is the data, they don't have data. You ask them, can I contact Hendrik to verify what you learned from him? If it is wishy-washy or Hendrik is not as good or whatever bullshit, you know that those are snake oil sellers. They have no idea what is going on. Okay? Stay away from this type of people. Because right now, we need to set a standard. Wing Chun cannot be like a woo-woo or do like this voodoo art, or the fake Wing Chun, which is Xi Xiaodong call, or you look at in the YouTube, all the MMA players saying that Wing Chun doesn't work. You look at just click into the YouTube and see how many people is put Wing Chun down into the tube. We cannot afford that. We want to be professional. We want to be able to explain to our friends in other martial art what we do, as what I just showed you. This is sport science, this is power training, this is strength, this is momentum, this is heartbeat, this is anaerobic, this is aerobic, this is VO2 max, this is the Qi development. So there is no selling of internal, selling of Tai Chi, secret, my interpretations. All those snake oil for past many decades. Now it's 2022. We have the last chance. Wing Chun have the last chance. We need to be able to explain scientifically to all our martial art friends from different styles. Or else, you don't have Wing Chun. You only have snake oil. Okay? So this is what I like to share with you. It's not about face or giving who face. I don't give face to any grandmaster, not because I'm putting down people, but a standard is needed. Let me share with you one thing. So yesterday, I shared with you this Hung Sing Choi Lei Fats clip on the momentum and their training. Okay. And he is my Si Heng. He is my Si Heng. Okay. So Grandmaster Chan Kam Fai is my Si Heng in Choi Lei Fat. He taught me Choi Lei Fat too. So he told me when we are in Fat San, year ago, Hendrik, we traditional Chinese martial art need a standard. You cannot have garbage in, garbage out. Okay? So many Sifu in the East, in Asia, they know that. Why? Because like this Grandmaster Chan Kam Fai, he is the military coach of a country. His student, his grandchildren fight in MMA and so forth. So he's constantly participate in all this competition and everything. Of course, everybody know when you want to get into those competition, you need to get scientific, you need to get standard, you need to be able to monitor your students, monitor the progress. Without this, say for example, without this, all this thing, just take a very simple thing. Without this VO2 max, how the hell am I know that where am I? For my VO2 max, how can I improve it? And by the way, just not to show you off, this is what it is. Your VO2 max is top 5% of your age and gender. I'm 60 something. Okay. Without this, how the hell I know what I know? How can I help people? Okay. Like this thing. It's not to showing you off what I can do, but I tell you that it must be done for everybody. I'm 62 years old, so 220 minus 60, say is 160. My heart rate can go top out beyond 160. This is a 176, and it is 170 something. Go beyond my maximum calculate heart rate. Without that, what can I do? I mean, how do I know where the hell I am? Not to mention, I already retired. I'm not those who is a grandmaster, who have this big organization, school, and then are still there making money with it. I never make money with the martial art. I'm an investigator in culture and education, not a martial artist, but even me, I have to know that, okay? And if I don't go through this, the power, this power testing and everything, how can I know? Same here. This is about explosive power and speed endurance. If I don't test out my power handling, how can I know? You cannot keep saying that energy. What the heck is energy? Chi. Well, sorry. Let me share with you. Power belongs to here in the momentum, in the explosive power, speed, endurance training. This is power here. Okay, with your high intensity interval training, those power there. Qi is under here. 呢着气, Xing Qi. Okay. So power belong to the full accelerated impulse momentum handling type of stuff. Qi is here. Okay, this is Qi. So Qi got to do with your heart rate variability, your breathing rate, your heart rate dropping, where you can control your breathing rate handling. Okay, and again, this an aerobic training, then it got to do with your intra-abdominal pressure before you can get into this explosive power and speed endurance training. Now, how the hell I know all of this? Well, because I go through all of this, all scientific. Am I some kind of genius or grandmaster? No. Just being scientific, you test everything you know. You map everything, you check everything, you verify everything. So in the traditional Chinese martial art, there are many people like my Heng Grandmaster Chen Ganfei in the Hong Sing Chai Lefat, who really had fought in the tournament, who have his student, his grandchildren fought until today. Of course he knows. And in fact, I have to learn from him many things. Because I study, I investigate, even though I study Kyokushin and so forth. But you always can learn from somebody who have the real life experience. So this is the base I want to share with everybody who care for Wing Chun, everybody care to develop your Wing Chun. And you know what? Why look down on yourself? I'm providing you this information for your educations. You know what the ancestors do. And once you get there, you have your self-scientific verification, then you fly, you take off as much as possible. My generation's me is like your stepping stone. Instead, if you just don't even understand what I'm presenting and you go somewhere selling snake oil, what are you doing? You're screwing everybody. And you'll be look like a fool. Why? In the world, everybody know, how can you cheat even Xi Xiaodong? Come on. Not to even mention our UFC lady Zhang Weili. You know how intense those kind of training? As I mentioned just now with you. Your power training is here. Your momentum training is here. Your chi training is here. Don't give me those bullshit saying that, oh, this is chi internal. How the hell is this chi here got to do with the power here directly? Chi here is building up your body for recovery, for your internal organ. But when you go to power, you need to develop your muscle endurance. And qi support it indirectly, but not directly. Don't tell me you have qi and then you get fa jing bullshit. Okay, that's why for past 100 years, look at all the tai chi guy. How many of them really be able to fight? Look at history. Look at the 1950s Tai Chi fight in Macau. Look at the fight between Xi Xiaodong and Lei Lei of Tai Chi. That is what it is. From 1950s to 2017, for 50 years, it stayed the same. And if you believe in those kind of stuff, those are called fantasy. That's why today in China, when Xi Xiaodong laugh at you saying this is a fake traditional Chinese martial, everybody shut up. Within the people, they will say this is qi, this is fa jing, oh, this is demonstrations. I can have this whatever push 10 students, but in front of Xi Xiaodong, everybody shut up. Why? Because they never even know what the heck is what is what. So today, the last word summary for you is the ancient, as what I just have already shown you. The ancient know what they are talking about, and that can be mapped into the science. Today, we have the ancient experience. We can map into the science to know whether we got it or not. And then from there, because science is keeping improving, momentum is keeping improving and expanding, we can go proceed and learning. Not stuck in a fantasy, daydream, make believe of I have this qi. I practice my Xiu Lim Tao long enough, I'll get this qi and jing and all this bullshit. Okay, it never happened. So of course, this is a free world. Anybody can go down there to do whatever hell they want. But for Wing Chun, for 1850s Wing Chun, for Chinese martial art, nobody have right to school that, because Wing Chun is not anybody or any grandmaster's property. Okay, it is right now a culture belongs to the citizen of the world. So this is what I like to share with you. Hopefully this set it clear. You need a standard. You need to be able to verify. Only that way we have proper educations.